Hello girls, gays, and non-binary babes. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Boston. Today we are hauling some books. I can already hear some of y'all cracking your knuckles, getting ready to start typing. I do want to put a disclaimer on this. No, I did not spend my entire stimulus check on these books. I barely even spent a fraction of it because I'm looking at houses. I can't spend $1,400 just on books. Also, a lot of these books I got prior to the stimulus check. I haul like 3 or 4 books every month, but it's never enough to do an actual haul. So I figured I'd just put them into this video. And most of them that I included are books that I haven't talked about yet. So if I have bought books and I've already talked about them on my channel, then they're probably not in here because I just didn't remember that I got them recently. We're gonna start with the older books on in my haul. I haven't done a haul in so long, a regular haul. I know I did a library haul literally last week. 2 weeks ago now? I don't know. This is different. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk about the books that I got a while back. And by a while back, I mean probably like a couple months ago. So yeah. Anyway, the first 2 that I have, I got on the same day. So that's why I kind of associate them with each other. But the first book I have is Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. I bought this almost, I think it was the same week I found out that Roxane Gay was not white. I thought Roxane Gay was white this whole time. She is biracial. I am curious to pick this up now that I know that, you know, she has a different perspective going into it. So I did pick this up from Barnes & Noble, and I'm super excited to read it. Ugh, I can't wait. Obviously, that's a feminist book. I don't think I need. It's nonfiction. I don't think I need to explain it. The other one is also nonfiction, but I also picked this up at the same time, and that is Stonewall by Martin Duberman. So I knew I wanted a book specifically on Stonewall because I don't know much about it, which I want to change. I know the general idea, but obviously I bought a book on it, so I want to know more. And this was the only book at Barnes & Noble, I believe, that really focused specifically on Stonewall. So next, we have 2 books. One I've already, I don't think I've talked about it on my channel, so we're going to talk about both. But these are part of a series that I found through Harpies in the Trees. And that is a channel here on YouTube. She's awesome. I love her videos, and you should all check her out. But she talks specifically like horror and thriller books, and I heard about these and I had to pick up at least the first book. The first book is Voices in the Snow by Darcy Coates. Apparently Darcy Coates is pretty popular in the horror realm. She has quite a few books, and I've heard about her before. I also got the sequel, Secrets in the Dark, because I read the first book and I knew I was gonna need the whole series. So this is 4 books, I believe, total. But I do have the first 2. The first one follows a woman who, at the very beginning, she is going to her sister's house because her sister has a bunker and shit is going down in the world. There are cities that are going completely dark. Nobody's heard from them. Anybody who goes in doesn't come out. So she's going to her sister's bunker to hide out there. And along the way, she gets into a car wreck and she gets rescued by this mysterious man who lives in this really big gothic manor in the woods. And they're kind of like staying together, trying to figure out what's going on. And the plot twist in here, like the reveal, was so creepy. It was so creepy. I think about this so much, and it's so creepy. And really, really good. And I'm really excited to get into the second book because, oh, I need more of that creep level in my life. So yeah, I did pick up the second one, and I am very, very excited to read that. Next we'll talk about the book I bought today. Not today, but I got it today. I got it in the mail as I was doing my makeup to film this video. And that is Lost in the Never Woods by Aiden Thomas. If you don't already know, I loved Cemetery Boys. I loved Cemetery Boys. I don't really know what this is about. I think it's a Peter Pan retelling, but I don't care. Aiden Thomas could write a dictionary and I'd probably pick it up and buy it and read it. Oh yeah, this is a Peter Pan retelling, and I think it's like a thriller, kind of like kids are going missing in the Never Woods, I assume. But yeah, I'm really excited to read it. Aiden Thomas has my whole attention, and yeah, I'm probably gonna start this today because I wasn't expecting it to get here for a couple more days, and now that it's here, I need to read it. I need to read it immediately. Okay, next, let's talk about this one. This I mentioned in my library haul because I had gotten it that day and I was very excited for it, but I figured I'd mention it here too because I did buy this one. It wasn't from my library. I have The Lost Apothecary. Lost Apothecary. Wow. By Sarah Penner. This I'm so excited for. This is a revenge story, and what's the phrase? Revenge fantasy? I don't know. I can't remember what I always call them, but I'm very excited. So listen, I read about the synopsis of this book before finding out what I'm not sure if it's based on this or not, but it sounds like it could be. So this is about a woman who, or rather an apothecary. I don't know if it's about the apothecary or about the people that go to this apothecary, but the apothecary sells poisons for women to poison their husbands. Sells well-disguised poisons to use against the oppressive men in their lives. I didn't want to get it confused with the story where this might have come from, which, if you like me, if you are like me and you like Bailey Sarian, Aqua Tofana. This sounds like Aqua Tofana, but fictionalized. And I am so excited. Aqua Tofana, I can't remember, Julia something was her name. That woman is my hero. She is my hero. And I loved that story. And I've literally watched that video like days after getting this. I'm like, I have that book. I don't know if it's actually based on that because it takes place in 18th century London, but Aqua Tofana happened, I want to say, in 18th century Italy, so it's around the same time. So I don't know, but Aqua Tofana, I'm excited. Anyway, don't mind me. I am on a Bailey Sarian binge lately, so ignore me. Moving right along, we'll go with another revenge story. And this is one that you guys will not be surprised about because I've been talking about getting this book since I read it. I finally got it! I got They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. I'm gonna reread this till the day I die. This was perfection. It was perfection. It was amazing. This is another revenge tale about a woman who kills students at her school, male students at her school who are awful people. And I love it. I love it. I love me a revenge story. I don't know what else to say. And I gave this 5 stars. So far, one of the best books I read this year, although it is only March, so yeah, but I knew I had to get my hands on a copy, so I finally did. I finally did. I loved it. Okay, moving on. Next, we have, I can't remember, this wasn't, we'll mention the book first. My ADHD brain is getting ahead of me. We're putting the cart in front of the horse. Let's put the horse back in front of the cart. So, the next book I have, True Crime by Samantha Kolsnick. There wasn't one specific person who made me want to read this. I'd heard about it a couple of times. I'm like, I don't know if I'll like that. This was back when I was like, I don't know if I like true crime. At least not like in books. I don't like crime stories. It's about a girl and her brother who are abused by their mom, and then they run away, they go cross country, and they go on a murder spree, which sounds really good. Like, I'm interested in that, and I'm very excited for this. Also, the cover is just exquisite. Like, it looks like a newspaper. That's so cool. I love that. But yeah, Killing Spree, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And it's really short too. It's only like 150 pages. So next, I have a book I've been waiting to pick up for ages since it came out, and that is A Curse of Roses. This is by Diana Penguisha. This is a fantasy. I don't know, I literally know nothing about it except for it's fantasy and it's sapphic. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, plague! A famine plaguing the land. With just one touch, bread turns into roses. With just one bite, cheese turns into lilies. Okay, you have my attention. You have my attention. So, I guess like it's a fantasy, see from the title and from those lines, I assume it's a fantasy about this curse where everything this city, country tries to eat turns to flowers. So I'm interested. It sounds like it's gonna be aesthetic, atmospheric. I'm always down for that. And when it's sapphic, listen, cherry on top. Cherry on top. So the next few books, I think these ones are the ones I got with my stimmy. I bought them like all at once. I also, side note, pre-ordered a book. I'm just going to talk about it briefly. I pre-ordered, what's the dang name of the book? Oh, Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, the sequel to King of Scars. I pre-ordered it. It comes out on the 30th. I will be getting it then, so I don't have it now. Leigh Bardugo, Grishaverse. I don't think I need to say anymore. So we're going to move on. Okay, so the other books I got are, some of them are books that I've been wanting to finally buy for a long time. So we'll start with those. So the first one is Upright Women Wanted. I read this last year, I think. I think I read this last year. And I've been meaning to pick up my own copy because this was so good. It's a tour book, so it's gonna be good. Anyway, also it's Sarah Gailey, so it's gonna be good. This follows a bunch of librarians in the Wild West, and they are very important people, let's say that. And there's a lot of politics in this, and I just hate myself with it. I just loved the story, and I loved how such a little book, I love when little books pack a big punch, and this one certainly did. So I got my own copy. I am very excited to own it. It's just so pretty. Next is another little book that packed a big punch, and another one that you probably, if you've been watching me, will not be surprised by. I finally got my hands on Across the Green Grass Fields by Shauna Maguire. This is the, hold that thought, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th book in the Wayward Children series by Shauna Maguire. One of my favorite series of all time, and this follows a new addition to the story. I can't remember her name. What is her name? Reagan. Reagan, our lovely horse girl. So if you don't know what the Wayward Children series is about, it's about these kids who find doorways to other worlds, kind of like Narnia, and I just love the atmosphere of these books. So this one follows Reagan, who really loves horses, and Reagan is also intersex, which is so cool. It's so cool. It was so cool to read about, and I knew little to nothing about intersex people before going into this, and I learned a lot, and it was very fascinating. But also the world that Reagan goes to is just full of horse and horse adjacent creatures, and it's just so cool and atmospheric. Shauna Maguire is just, absolutely amazing. And yeah, this came out in January and I've been holding off getting a copy because I did read an arc of it, so. But I got that stimmy and I was like, okay, finally it's going in my cart. Next, we have another book that I read. Did I read this last year too? Oh, I love this cover. I didn't really feel this cover before, but I love covers like this. We are once again putting the cart in front of the horse. Bring it back. So the next book I have, Elatsoe by Darcy Little Badger. And this cover is like paper. Like, it's really form-fitting to the book and it's very, very matte, and I love covers like this. I don't know why, I just really do. But this I read last year, and this is about a girl who, oh gosh, I read this a while ago. This is a heavy book. I'm just going to read you the synopsis because I'm not going to be able to phrase this right. This America has been shaped dramatically by the magic, monsters, knowledge, and legends of its peoples, those indigenous and those not. Elatsoe lives in this slightly stranger America. She can raise the ghosts of dead animals, a skill passed down through generations of her Lipan Apache family. So, oh, this was amazing. And I just, you know, sometimes mystery aspects to books don't really get me, intrigue me, but this one really did. So her brother, or her cousin, is killed, and he dies, and she's like, something is fishy about this, like, I just know. And so she wants to go investigate it, and oh, so good. Obviously it was so good if I read it and then bought myself a copy. That's how you know I liked it. Also, these end papers, I like nothing spectacular about them, but this color is just really beautiful. It's like a nice plum. Anyway, really like the cover, really like the end papers. That's me for you. Okay, the final book I got with my stimmy is a recent release, auto by author, The Mirror Season by Anna Marie McLemore. I don't know what this is about. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what this is about, but I bought it because it's Anna Marie McLemore, and you will see if you look to your right. I think it's your right. I have, ignore this one here, but I have all of Anna Marie McLemore's other books, and I also am borrowing a copy of a co-author kind of book that she did with somebody else. So I really like Anna Marie McLemore. Their writing, top tier writing, so atmospheric, so beautiful, so lush. I can never get enough of it, and I'm very excited to see what this holds. Do I know the synopsis? No. Do I need to? No. Main character's whole world changes after she and a boy she barely knows are assaulted at the same party. She loses her gift for making enchanted pan dulce. Neighborhood trees vanish overnight while mirrored glass appears, bringing reckless magic with it. So yeah, it sounds like Anna Marie McLemore's other books, like, in a way, like, not that it's like the same thing, but there's always like kind of some sort of like tragic thing, or like emotional thing, and then very whimsical magic. And that's really what I love about their books. Absolutely amazing. I cannot wait at all. Like, I'm so excited. Next, very quickly, I bought Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab. This, I don't know when this came out, recently, either last week or this week. I think it must have been last week because I got this on Monday. So this is the third book in the middle grade series that is the Cassidy Blake series. And Cassidy Blake is the daughter of ghost hunters, and she follows her parents around to these different cities, and she can talk to ghosts. I really like these books. Usually I'm not a big middle grade person, but I really like these books because I like ghosts. And it's fun. And I like exploring other cities. I'm very excited for this one. So this one takes place in New Orleans. The other two, one takes place in Paris, the Catacombs of Paris. And then the other one is like Scotland, I think, somewhere over there. Forgive me, but I really like this series. I'm very excited to have the next book. I expect it will exceed my expectations because it's Victoria Schwab, so yeah. And finally, the last book that I've purchased recently is The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley. That is a fun last name to say, Boulley. Ooh, I love that. Oh, the first page is like tight, so you know it's gonna crack when you open it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that hit the spot. That hit the spot. So this is a fantasy following an indigenous girl. I could read a synopsis 1,000 times and still not know what the book's about. Is this sapphic too? I think it's sapphic. Main character is a girl, and she meets Jamie, the charming new recruit on her brother Levi's hockey team. So unless it's like a co-ed hockey team, I'm reading way too far into this. I don't know if it's sapphic or not. I think it is. But all I know is that it's indigenous, it's a fantasy. It's also Reese's YA book club pick. Her other YA book club pick was You Should See Me in a Crown, which, okay Reese, okay, like, picking some really good books here. So main character witnesses a murder and is thrust into an FBI investigation of a lethal new drug. Fairly certain it's sapphic, because that and being indigenous would have immediately put it on my radar. So very excited to read this one. We're not going to spend any more time on that though, because I just spent enough time on it. But yeah, so those are all my books, and I am so excited to read them. Oh, I cannot wait. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you did watch this far, holy cow, why? Leave me a book stack, one of the book stack emojis in the comments, or say hi if you feel like it, or tell me what books you recently hauled that I have also hauled, or whatever you feel like. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.